The Ontario Provincial Police, they're doing their bad cop routine. The woman who filmed that video and was on the receiving end of their attentions is Nadine Ellis-Maffey from Peterborough County, and she joins me now. Nadine, you handled that very calmly, but underneath you were in no doubt as to the wrongness of the OPP, the Ontario Police's activity.
Absolutely. It was unnerving to know that they were going to come to my house over something they saw on social media for a group that I supported. Knocked on my door. It was not something I ever thought I'd see in Canada.
No, and it's not something that should be happening either. It's no business of a policeman. I mean, particularly at a time of rising crime, it's no business of a policeman to sit in the police station and monitor people's Facebook and Twitter accounts all day long. They should be out there dealing with real crime rather than trying to convict you of pre-crime. You have acted to you immediately posted that on the internet, and you then set off for Ottawa, where you've been in the last day or so. Are you worried that that you're 1 in 1,000 and 999 other people will get the message and just say, "Oh dear me, the state's after me now, I should just pipe down"?
Well, just to clarify, they were at my house on Thursday evening. We had decided that we were going to go to Ottawa in support of the freedom movement on Saturday. So we took our 3 children there, and it was an amazing time. There was no violence, no rioting, but for the police to come to my door and give me literature on how to peaceful protest, I have a copy of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. I know what my rights are, and I'm well within them. I had done nothing wrong on Facebook other than like a group that supported a particular view and a particular freedom movement. So for the police to come to my home and think that I had done something wrong in their eyes, and, Big Brother knocking and letting me know that they're watching, it could very well be that, I'm going to be the message for everyone else. Now we know they're watching, so everybody better toe the line. It's like a police state.
Well, you're absolutely right to bring up the Orwell connection, because Orwell's great insight 3/4 of a century ago was that eventually television wasn't just a means by which you could watch your favorite song and dance act or sitcom. Television would eventually prove a medium by which the state could watch you. And now in Peterborough County, Ontario, the police are quite openly saying, yeah, Orwell got that right. We do watch you, and we're going to keep on watching you. Are you disturbed that if it's this way in February 2022, it's going to be a lot worse in a couple of months' time, and as this goes on, they'll get used to doing this?
Absolutely. It's scary times right now, especially with the police knocking on your door, thinking that it's okay to come to your door and give you literature to tell you how to behave if you should decide to go to, a peaceful gathering in support of something for rights and freedoms. If it's happening now, with what just happened with our government today, it's going to get a lot scarier for people. I think that my video was just the tip of the iceberg, and it was a warning that we thought it was happening. Now we know, and it's not right.
No, it isn't right at all, and I hope there's a sustained pushback about this. The silence of the opposition parties in Canada is a little disturbing. The ones represented in Parliament is a little disturbing to me. Now, you also did a post when you got to Ottawa that I thought was actually very touching, because you were there in the protest. And you said that one of the reasons it's actually so enjoyable there is because this is all the kind of community life, social life, a big a street party almost. That's the atmosphere there, even though it's freezing. And that's everything that's been missed in the last 2 years, where everyone's been walled up inside and can only leave their homes with the permission of the government. So that in fact, regardless of the things they're demanding, one of the atmospheric things that people love about this freedom convoy is you all get together as a community. There's people of all ages, all backgrounds, there's kids playing around, and it's almost like it's the one big happy society we used to have until it all got shut down 2 years ago.
You're absolutely right. What the mainstream media has not shown the world is that the majority of the people that are there are peaceful. They're there to stand up for our rights and freedoms. They are there to show the world that what has been happening for the last 2 years, people being stripped of their rights and freedoms, people being told you either toe the line, you either get this vaccination or we're going to take your lives from you. Literally, they've lost their jobs. My children can't play sports. I can't take my children to a movie. I can't go to a dinner theater. I can't go to a dinner and a movie with my children. Our lives have been turned upside down. And when you go to Ottawa, what you see there is people wanting their life back the way that it was before the government stripped everything away from us and thought it was okay to do so. It's peaceful, it's loving, it's dancing, singing, children having a great time, life as it should be.
Preach it, Nadine. You're absolutely right there. I said on the air a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking of forming the February 2020 party, which will only have one policy, and that's to turn the clock back to February 2020. If you're anyone from the Ontario Provincial Police is watching this, that's what you're dealing with. She's on our television screens because you had the temerity to go round to her house and indicate that she should just shut up and keep her head down. That isn't going to be happening.